Hi guys, so I told you guys that I would be doing a review and a demo on the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation plus Sunscreen. And it just looks like this. Really sleek packaging. I really like that it has a pump. And I'm in the color Ivory or 805. And it says that this has SPF 20, all-day flawless coverage, lasting power of primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one, and is supposed to be shine-free. I'm going to talk about those claims and things I like about it and things I don't like about it, and then I will show you two demos of me applying it with a brush and then me applying it with a sponge. The first thing, like I said, I really like the pump. It dispenses not too much product. Like if you pump it on your hand, you don't end up with way too much or just a little tiny bit. So I usually do 2 or 3 pumps for my whole face, depending on if I'm using a brush or a sponge. I rarely use my hands for foundation, so I figured that I wasn't gonna do a demo for showing you how it looks with doing it with hands. The only foundation I've ever liked with hands, and is the only way I'll use this foundation, is with hands. So yeah. The next thing that I like about it is that it really doesn't make you shiny. I know that when I put on my Revlon Color Stay liquid foundation, that makes me shiny, but it lasts longer, which is weird because this doesn't last as long. It lasts within a few hours I'm already patchy on my chin. It completely disappears off my chin and the sides of my face, and any parts that get oily, it disappears. So I hate that. And it also oxidizes. If you don't know what that means, when it gets on your face and kind of oxygen hits it, it gets a little bit darker and sometimes a little bit orangey, and it does that for me. And I don't know if it is just this shade, because this shade is the lightest shade. It is a little bit dark for me on its own, but I noticed that it gets this kind of weird little orange tint to it within a few hours, and I absolutely hate that. So I mean, just imagine me wearing this, walking around, and just patchy orange foundation. It really does not look good. I mean, I love the way that it looks when I first apply it and the first few hours that it's on, but if you are in high school or college like me, you don't really have time to be touching up your makeup, let alone your foundation. If I have time to touch up my makeup, it's quickly putting on lip gloss, blotting my oily spots, and getting rid of any smudged eyeliner or something. That's all I have time for, if I even have time for that. So I mean, this foundation isn't really for me. I've heard everybody else rave about it, and that's why I got it. But I would say not to get this if you are at least this skin tone. I mean, I haven't heard anybody do a review on the lightest skin one, because I know that I have really obnoxiously light, fair, pale skin. It is really hard to find foundations that aren't too dark for me. I mean, MAC's NC15 is too dark for me. The lightest Revlon Color Stay shade is too dark for me, so I mean, I've never found a shade that was too light for me, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to buy some type of white foundation and then mix a little bit of it in with my foundation. But I'm also thinking about trying to mix this with the Revlon Color Stay. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. So I will show you the demo with the sponge first, and then after a few hours. The sponge that I used in the video is the London Soho sponge. I don't know what you call it. It's like a beauty blender dupe, so I really recommend those. And then the brush that I used is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86, which just looks like this if you haven't seen it. Love it. yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys later.